Islam, and greetings, Moors. Welcome back to another episode of Partner Interjection. I am your host, Supreme L. I want to give honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali, I want to give honors to all the active Moors, and I send out positive and enduring energy in our arduous task of uplifting fallen humanity. Nationality is key. On our show, we dig up and divulge information to disseminate to our people to show that we are not black, Negro, colored, Indian, Caribbean, and the likes. I would like to do a continuation of last week's show. Today is February 27th, 2015, Friday, February 27th, 2015. The topic was and is, how are we Moorish? And we continue. As we grew wiser, we started calling ourselves Africans. But we act like we don't know what African nation, we came from. So we took on false national titles like African American, which is not a nationality. And they know this. Partner interjection. We were only called African Americans by Jesse Jackson. So African American don't even go back past Jesse Jackson. Check it out for yourself. And we continue. Africa, end quote, is not a nation. The root of the word nationality from natio, from nasi, which means to be born to, end quote. Your nationality tells you what fathers and mothers you have been born to, like your last name. Imagine meeting someone who did not know their own last name and made up a fake one. They might be satisfied with that, but it's still fake. And fake has no legal rights that have to be recognized by anyone in the world. Slaves did not give birth to you because slave is a fake name. It is, and it was, an enslaved nation of people that gave birth to you. People predominantly from West Africa, the Moors, Berbers, who were all Muslims. The massive population of these Moors living in America today have become Christians. For the same reason the Moriscos and Moranos did. Because it is already largely accepted by the rulers, originally being the European Christian slave holders here. So you grew up thinking it is your natural religion as black people, end quote. But there is no such nationality as black people or Negro people or colored people. Pardon the interjection. NBC. And we continue. And thus you are black people, end quote, or Christians, end quote, by the laws of nature. There are some calling themselves black nationalists of today who will still not know their true nationality. Pardon me, who still don't know their true nationality, but identify with Africa and still call themselves black, end quote, which is not the color of your skin. It never has been. It never will be. It is brown. From very dark to very light. Brown. Those same people tell us, who know the whole truth of the history of our people here in America, say that Islam is not naturally our religion. It belongs to the Arabs. But this is also falsehood. What they don't want, but all scholars of Arabian history know, is that Muhammad Essa was a very dark-skinned man. In fact, his mother, Amina, peace and blessings be upon her, pardon the interjection, was an Ethiopian from Ethiopia. What they also know that most of these black nationalists don't know is all of the original people of Arabia were from East Africa. The first Arabians are classified as Afro-Arabian because historically speaking, all of the original people of East Africa and West Asia were Arabia are one people. Pardon me, where Arabia are one people. Before the mixing in of others. In fact, scientifically speaking, there were 3 types of Arabians in Arabia over time. And the 3rd type is the Arabs you see today. But only the 1st and 2nd type existed in Arabia during the time of Muhammad Essa. Peace and blessings be upon him. Recently, what they also don't seem to know is the language of Arabic has only recently become called Arabic. It was called Arabian. And before that, it was called Nabatean, which came from Moabite, from Hebrew. And Hebrew comes from Chaldean Aramaic, which comes from Aramaic, which comes from Akkadian. Akkadian. And Akkadian is the first documented Semitic language, which also originated out of East Africa, another proven historical fact. What they don't tell most of you is that Arabic is an Afro-Asiatic language, also called an Hemo-Semitic language. because of the ties between East Africa and West Asia. In fact, the black nationalists, so-called, love the language of Swahili, usually just called Swahili. From the Swahili Empire of the Waswali, meaning Swahili people. And Swahili is 45% Arabic because they have been working with their Arabian brothers and sisters for over 2,000 years. We are all one people.